Hey friends, welcome back to another video. So today I'm finally showing you how I do my nails at home. So I'm starting off with some nail clippers, just trimming my nails, making sure they're the shape that I want and that there's no pointy bits on the corners of your nails or anything. So I'm just going through both of my hands and just doing each finger. Then I'm using a nail file. I got a pack of these really cheap on Amazon. I'll have all the products that I'm using in this video linked in the description below. I think everything I got off Amazon, but you might be able to find things in some beauty stores. So make sure you check the description if you want to buy any of this stuff. So I'm just going along and filing the edges of my nails. Because my nails are pretty short, it doesn't matter too much. Then I'm using this Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. This stuff is so amazing, it works really well. It moistens your cuticles so it's easier to trim them and push them back. You let this sit on your nails for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, well, you'll see in the video, but it just makes the whole process so much easier.
5 minutes later.
So now I'm using a cuticle trimmer. You want to make sure that your cuticle trimmer is very sharp. Mine isn't very sharp, so I have to push down really hard, which isn't the best. I need to buy a new one. But make sure it's sharp. Just go along your cuticle and trim them. Be really careful. It should not hurt. So if it does start hurting, then you've gone too far down on the skin. So yeah, just be careful. You might need a bit of practice before it gets better, but yeah. So then I'm using a cuticle pusher and just pushing down any of the cuticles that I couldn't cut, and basically just scraping off any dead skin. I hadn't done my nails in a couple of months. I was having a bit of a break from it, so I've got a lot of dead skin built up on my nails, and my cuticles are pretty bad as well. So I'm just removing all of that with the cuticle pusher. Then I'm just going along and trimming them again, just picking up any bits that I missed. And just doing each finger, first cutting, then pushing with the cuticle pusher. And once you've done one hand, you can do all the steps on one hand and then move to the other hand like I do. Or you can do each step per hand as you go along, whatever you find is easiest for you. So now I'm using a nail buffer. I got a couple of these that came in the pack with the nail files, so they'll be linked below. I'm basically just lightly buffing the top of my nails, at the surface of my nails. This removes any dead skin that I missed, and it also takes off the shiny layer of your nails so that the gel polish will stick better, and your nails will just last so much longer, so make sure you do this step. Just be careful around your skin and your cuticles as well. So now I'm taking some rubbing alcohol and I'm just putting a little bit on some cotton pads, but you could use tissues or paper towel. I've got paper towel on my table just so I don't make a huge mess. But I'm just wiping off and drying out my nails, wiping off any of that dead skin that I had on there. Now I'm using the Aimeili nail primer. You just want to use a very thin layer and just go over your nails. You don't need to cure this, so you just leave it for a minute on your nails.
More moments later.
So after a minute, I'm going in with the base coat from the same brand. These are all going to be linked below. They're really easy to buy off Amazon. I don't think I'll try any other brands because I just love this one so much. So you put a thin coat, you cure it in this lamp, which will also be linked below, for 60 seconds. It times it on there, which is really good. I sometimes do my thumb first and just put my thumb in separately and then do the rest of my fingers. But later on in the video you'll see I just get a bit lazy and I just do my whole hand and put it in, and it worked just as well. So if you're a beginner, maybe try with just the thumb and then going along. But it also depends on what size lamp you get. Some are only big enough for one finger. So yeah, just going in with that base coat, just doing very thin layers and doing each nail. And then curing the rest of my hand for 60 seconds. So now I'm going in with the gel polish, same brand again. This is shade 007. Any James Bond fans out there? So I'm basically doing thin layers again. I do about 3 thin layers, sometimes 4, to get it completely opaque. And I feel like black is hard to get opaque, so just working thin layers. You definitely want thin layers. And once you've done a thin layer, you cure it for 60 seconds. Yeah, just work in thin layers, trust me, it makes the whole process so much easier. It is a little bit time consuming, but it's just better to work in thin layers. Since gel polish needs to be cured, oh my god, why can't I say that word? Cured, why does that sound weird? It needs to be cured for 60 seconds for it to be able to set. Oh, I haven't done a voiceover in so long. So you use the end of the cuticle pusher and just basically wipe off any that got on your skin. You don't want to cure it. Oh, that word is like tripping me up. You don't want to cure it with any on your skin because it'll just make your nails peel off and they just won't last as long. So I'm just going around doing each finger. This is my second coat. After this coat, I'll cure it again for 60 seconds. Then I do the third coat and cure it again. Yeah, but just be careful with this. Just go slow. Take your time with it. Any that you get on your skin, just wipe it off, and it will all turn out great. So final coat. One of the main reasons I do my own nails is because I like having just plain black nails, and whenever I went to a nail salon they were all kind of like bored of that, so it's just so much easier to just do my own. But you can try different colors. I mean, you don't have to obviously choose black, that's just my thing. And they might all not need this many coats, so just experiment with it to try to get it as opaque as possible with whatever color you're working with. So now I'm using the no wipe top coat, and this stuff is really thick, so make sure you're wiping off the excess as you go on the bottle. And again, you just want to do a thin layer. You don't want it on your skin again, so make sure you wipe it off your skin before you cure it. Since this is a no wipe top coat, when it's cured you don't have to wipe it, like it's not sticky or anything. But make sure you read on the bottle what you have to do, because there are some top coats where it is sticky and you do have to wipe it off. So just take note of that. The top coat I did actually cure for 2 minutes, just to make sure it's definitely set. So I did it for 60 seconds, then took my hand out and then did another 60 seconds. I did my other hand off camera, and then I'm using this O.P.I nail and cuticle oil. I'm pretty generous with this because my cuticles are so dry. Last time I went to the nail salon, she told me I was meant to be putting cuticle oil on like 3 times a day, and I do not do that. So my cuticles are so dry, especially everything we've just put them through, so Put heaps of cuticle oil on, or you can use a hand cream or anything like that. This one had really good reviews on Amazon, so this is why I bought this brand. I'm just massaging it in, making sure I get all the dry cuticles and making sure they're all moisturized. And this is what they're looking like. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!